Welcome to our video. Today I'm going to show you our 8CCD Elegante. I can confidently say, and I can still confidently say, this is the best 8CCD on the market by far. No one else, no other competitors make anything in this class. They can tell you they do, but when you put them together, they don't. Be a bit fancy with the graphics. They may be a bit better with the way that they put the clamps in, but when it comes to the business end, where you're making money from, this is the best one on the market. Stable, it's very readable, it's very explainable, it's very quick, not too quick, so it doesn't cut corners, but it does its job very well. So this is a bit of badge engineering from us. This is not FastStep, one of our global partners, make this for us, and we rebrand it as a Shark Eye liner. So that being said, let's get to it. First you start with this F2 car. Right, I'll actually press F2 this time. Right. I'll press the right buttons. Should we edit that out? Just start again. Right, this is a Mini Coupe. So we find Mini, put Mini into the search bar, Mini, there we go. Press enter, obviously. So first it gives you Austin, it gives you some of the American ones. We could have put Mini Cooper in, and it will find it quicker. The more information you give it, the better it'll do for you. So this has global Autodata, so UK, America, Australia, Japan. So you'll find lots of different cars here that you won't necessarily have in your country, but are, you'll find them in the USA and stuff like that. So here we go, Mini. We know that's Mini UK because this is a UK model machine. We know that this is a 2012. If I'd have put all this into the search bar, it would have brought it up, but hey. So we know this is a coupe. We will go 2012, we will go coupe, all suspensions. We know it's an R58. This is for you, this inspection part. So if you put F5 in, which lets you edit it, you can put comments in. These are for your customers, adjusted tyre pressures were low. So you enter that, and basically when you come to print at the end, for your customer, if you want to go through it, you can see what they've done. So we'll go a bit further, so we'll skip that bit. Right, now this is where we connect the sensors. So the machine's looking for the sensors. So we just turn them on here. We've put all this in before. I'm sure I'm not talking to idiots. You know how to do wheel alignment. You're looking for a good system. On this particular car, we're using our 4-point clamps. These are superb. These are about 1.25 kgs each. They're very, very light. They're very, very good. We do an array of different clamps. We do magnetic ones. We do the 3-point where they go on. We do straight hang-on ones. So we do a lot with it. So just bear with me, let me turn these on. Right, they're all on. Don't worry about the error codes for now. Right, now we do a caster swing. Ordinarily, so the car works it out, we would move the steering wheel and we would go from lock to lock. I'll skip that now because we can't skip this on this. We can skip a lot of things. So the full TV, I will skip. We've got the brakes jammed up as it's up on this. Right, all wheel liners, especially 8CDs, only work as well as the information you give them. Now, fortunately for ours, and this is what really sets it apart, we don't just rely on Autodata. We could just rely on Autodata like our competitors, but a lot of this is wrong. So we know these are not 15-inch wheels. The wheelbase Is it 2.5 meters long? We don't know yet. Is the track between the wheels, 1500? Well, 1459. We don't know. But with this, we do have the program where we can just put it in. So we press F5 again. We know that these are 16-inch wheels. Basically, I know that wheelbase is right. So I know that the front track on these are right. Now, what we do with these, with the front track, we have an electronic measuring stick, which is a meter. So what we do with it when you're doing the initial thing, now this is a throwback to pre-Autodata, and it's been left on the program. Many competitors took theirs off, so they do it with a tape measure, we did it with this. We've left it on so that it's basically because we don't always trust Autodata to be correct. And it's not just Autodata. If you've got a car that come in and they've changed the alloys, they may have changed the dish on it. So you may have 2 centimeters on the inside of the dish, so it doesn't fit like a standard wheel. So what we do with this is we measure it from rim to rim inside, and basically we get the correct measurements. So we know exactly where we're at. So we don't trust what Autodata's given us. This car, especially in America, this car could have been heavily modified. Different rims, stuff like that. So it's basically just in the track. So if we'd have just left it at that, where we are in the program, that would baby you through it, would basically be wrong. When people ring me about these machines, when we sell them, I always say the biggest problem with this machine is it presumes you're an expert when you walk up to it. It's not procedural. In other words, it's not going to baby you through it. It's not going to say, well, you've got to do this first, then you've got to do that. It basically presumes that you know what you're doing with the geometrics of a car. It doesn't take long to get up to speed with it, obviously, but initially, that is probably a flaw that it likes a constant user or somebody who knows how to do it. It's not very good with novices who just think that wheel alignment's to do with toe in, toe out and believes everything that's been presented to them. So whether it's a flaw or a virtue, I'll let you work that out. It is in the long run a very, very good virtue because it means that every wheel alignment you do is correct to the actual vehicle that you're doing. So that, I love that. It's very, very good. And in the video, we've got a video that basically, well, we haven't done it yet, but we'll have a video that will go you through how to do a full wheel alignment with this. But because these are quite short videos, I'm just showing you what the actual machine does. So, what the USP of it is. So, one of the USPs, you get to put your own information in. Whether you use a tape measure, use that. We know the J's on the wheels on these are 7. So the more information you put in, the more correct the wheel alignment will be, obviously. Right, these are the manufacturer specifications. This is Autodata. This is what Autodata's given you. So these are from the manufacturer, the correct going to press. But as I say, from the previous one, we put in the details of the car rather than what the manufacturer says it may be. This is an overview of where the car's at now. We've lost communication with one of the rear things. I shall sort that in a minute. It's because I've brought this round instead of stood in front of the car. I see what it is. This is the graphics screen. We could have gone a different way with this. We could have had it all nice and glossy, 3D swirling patterns and stuff like that. The same as what we have on our F-car ones, we don't on our 5D ones. Personally, I do quite like it. But from a business point of view, I actually prefer this when I'm working. It just tells me everything I need to know. It's very on point. It's basic, but that's all it needs to be. So we know that our front left camber, front right camber, and the front cross camber, so them two added together, although they're out, they're basically in manufacturer's tolerance. Although, saying that, on this car, we need to adjust that you know, these needles here will show you where you need to be with it. So, and on the front toe, again, we're out. So these needles here, we would bring it back in. The thrust angle we know is right on this because we set this car that often and we use it for training as well. You know, sometimes we leave it completely out, sometimes we leave it completely in. So, current measurements overall. So this is the screens that you've got. We go from front to rear, so from an F2 press, we go from the front to the rear and vice versa. So we've got the toe, the cambers and the thrust angles. F4 will tell us if you've got the customer with you, will tell you why the tyre's wearing and where it's going to wear. And we can zoom into particular things with it. And so we can look through individual parts of it. So if we need one screen up, you know, we just look at that. So there's lots going on with it. It tells us that there's lots and lots of information. There's all the information you need from the manufacturer and from the machine to tell you what you need to do. Like this car, this Mini, we don't need to weight it to do the wheel alignment, but we do need a full tank of fuel for the rear wheel alignment. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. It's easy to use. The graphics are on point. All the specifications are there. And you get to put in all your own information so that you know that every wheel alignment is correct to the car that you're doing. Any more information, don't hesitate to get in touch with us through the website, DMs, or many, many ways of communicating us. So www.sharkeyewheelliners.com, that's probably the easiest. And look at the other videos and make your own mind up. Thank you for watching.